Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that you following the story. Hopefully you have. Just following up from the last one, around 18, 19. This is going to kind of cover. So yeah, my brother-in-law's dead now, and I don't know. I guess I was full of anger and hate. You know, now my sister's like Christian, God this, God that. I'm like, man, like, if anything, I hated God and the idea about it. And I started running amok. Well, I was running amok already, but around this time I started to get to know other guys that were right into fraud. They taught me how to do a lot of fraud stuff, which was a lot easier back then, I guess. It was just, you only needed paper, you know, like letterheads with business names, and you'd be writing checks to yourself, like, under false names. And I had a few of those, and it was just like basically nearly every day cashing a check for like, you know, $1,500, and then, you know, 3 names times every bank, you know, and you could do it, I guess, 2-3 times until the checks bounced. That took 3 days to bounce. So you try to smash it, get at least, you know, 3 to 5 grand, 3 days, under one name, one account. And then on the Friday, you could put in a check for 6 grand and take out $1,000 a day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 grand. Which these days, I don't mind talking about that, because you can't really do it like that these days anyway. So, and they're getting rid of checks. So, and the whole system's different. There's cameras everywhere, and everything's different. So, and I had a couple of names under Centrelink, so I got pinched for that. That was not a great look. And the funny thing was, I was trying to be honest. I'm like, trying to sort my life out. A bit further on down the track, I think I was about 20, 21. I'm like, it's probably wrong for me to keep getting 2 Centrelink names, so I went and cancelled one, and then I got pinched after that. So, jeez. Anyway, so the guy who taught me to do all this stuff, we're actually planning to go to, I think it's Ibiza or Ibiza, I forget what it's called, because his missus, she was an English Sheila. Her parents owned a massive hotel down there, and they were selling, like, you know, heaps of eckies and trips and stuff, making thousands of pounds a day. So we're making money to go there. I was having fun catching taxis, buying clothes, shoes and drugs, you know, like, but he went there. Probably a good thing I didn't go with him, because he went to England, didn't go see his missus, didn't meet up with her, he just went straight to Ibiza, and she turned on him, and they got security and that, locked him out of the hotel room, because they were meant to meet up in England, you know, so first. And yeah, the security locked him out of his room, and his only way back was through Interpol, so I'm kind of glad I didn't go for that reason. But yeah, I'm out there running amok, dealing smack in Dandenong, and yeah, I guess the idea of God and that sort of stuff, I hated him. I was full of anger. I was really paranoid and schizophrenic too, really seeing, hearing things that other people weren't. I remember I used to think, like, songs and stuff that were written, like they were watching me, you know, like writing songs about me, Madonna, this and that. They're writing songs about me on the radio, because I'll touch on this more next time about my paranoia and that. But basically, I was that far gone, because I had heaps of fights and stuff like that before that, and I knew heaps of people all around, you know, Victoria, north, south, east, west sort of thing. You know, so I had this idea, I'm going to create, like, if I can crew everyone together, you know, we'll have like an unstoppable gang, you know. And I thought, because you know, no gangsters and stuff like that, you know, murderers and whatever. I thought like I'm being watched, you know, and see how I perform and stuff, and you know, the underground assassins league will come and pick me up and make me, you know, train me up to be an assassin and all this stuff. It was just like, wow. I was, you know, that's one of the reasons I never had a mobile phone, you know, like I'd always go and meet people face to face, and if we talked anything serious, I'd whisper it in their ear, you know. It was just crazy, and it took years actually to get over, because I believed it was real, you know, and in a way it was real, but it was a spiritual thing, you know. So anyway, I remember one day I was thinking about my brother-in-law dying, and I guess my sister, who I was close with, no longer close with her. She's now a Christian, Bible basher. Didn't talk to her, seen her at the funeral, you know. But yeah, just thinking about my brother-in-law, he's dead. And I guess, you know, he started going to church and stuff like that. I remember I was in my room at my mum's joint, and I'm like, you know, F you, God, you know, like, if you're real, you can, you know, sort of go bang it. I'd rather give my life to Satan, you know. And I'm on my knees and that, crying. I'm like, because I'm a shattered mess of a human being, you know, shell of a human being, I guess. And I'm like, oh, what was I doing? I was like, oh, if God's real, I'd rather give my life to Satan. And, you know, I'm like, use me to destroy people, I hate people, and, you know, like, all this kind of thing, like, because I guess my idea of it was like, you know, you got God, and I guess I thought of Satan as God as well, you know, like they were just two opposing forces. So I was kind of like giving my life over to the dark way, you know. I liked the dark way, like, thought it was fun and running amok, and I wasn't a fan of people. Everyone close to me were the ones that hurt me, I guess, you know, so I didn't really experience, you know, sincere love, you know, like, there's always agendas behind it, or brokenness or something, you know. But, yeah, I'll take you through the next one, through my paranoia, you know, like, just a couple of things that I've seen and where I've seen it. I might jump back a bit forward and back here and there, sorry. But yeah, I'll do that ASAP. Thanks guys, peace, huh?